9.
Hey, Candace. What's going on, homegirl? How you doing this evening? And did you get to check out the full interview tonight with R. Kelly and his girlfriends with an S? Man, I am doing wonderful. I just literally got home a little while ago. Welcome everybody who's coming into the chat. Please make sure you click the like button, and also please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed to my channel. Thank you very kindly. But yeah, I had to check out that interview tonight. Y'all know I had to check out that interview. It was the full interview because all week we've just been getting little bits and pieces, you know, from Gayle King and, you know, CBS, you know, of just some sneak peeks of the interview. And I wanted to get you guys' opinions of R. Kelly and Azriel and Joycelyn, and see what if y'all felt a little differently about this whole situation. It was on channel well, I have Dish, so what channel is it? I think 5? No, 3. I think it's 3. You know, it's like 3, 6, 7. Yeah, it was channel 3. On Cox, I think it might be channel 5. I think. I don't know. I got Dish. I can't remember. I haven't had Cox cable in a while. So I can't remember the exact channel it's on Cox. But I know it's CBS. But yeah, the interview tonight, I was kind of wondering if it was going to show something that might make me believe that this man might actually be innocent of all the allegations that they are claiming, you know, of him. You said you're going to see if I can on demand it. You probably can. And see, I actually was over, excuse me. I actually was over Deanne's house earlier because, you know, she had moved and bought her another house, and so I went to go see my sis, and I sat over there and I told her, I said, now, if this channel is not on the Gayle King R. Kelly interview at 7 o'clock, I'm going to have to vacate the premises and go home, because I knew I wanted to go live, and I had already scheduled a live to come on, you know, right after the interview. But yeah, I was like, so they hooked me up. We sat in the kitchen, and while she was making us some chicken chili, which was fire, by the way, we was up there watching the interview, and even everybody who walked into the room who wasn't even watching the show, they would just walk by the TV and say, he's a liar. He lying. He's going to jail. He's going to prison. I mean, then they would just walk right out the room and go about their business. And I'm up here like, y'all ain't even been watching the interviews, ain't watched the documentary. Some people don't even need to watch the documentary or the interview to believe that R. Kelly is innocent of all allegations, all 10 counts. But one thing I did realize tonight was, okay, back in 2008 when he was accused of having sex with Sparkle's her niece, the 14-year-old, you know, the one where he had urinated on the girl in the video and all that, and he had got off on that. Okay, like I was telling people, and like, you know, we've been hearing over the years, the reason why he did not get off, why he did not get put in prison or put in jail at that time, was because of the simple fact. Now, y'all remember, the 14-year-old girl, her father, was working with R. Kelly. I think he was either the guitarist or he was the drummer, one of those two, but I know he was on his payroll and he was in his band. So he was getting paid by R. Kelly. On top of that, like 15 people, they said 15 people from her best friends, this 14-year-old child's best friends, to her family members, to her coaches, to her teachers. I mean, a slew of people looked at that video and said, yeah, that's her. You know, without even no doubt in their mind. But for some strange reason, the mom and dad would not allow their daughter to testify, and they kept claiming that was not their daughter. Now, granted, they did, you know, give birth to that daughter, you know, the mom, you know, they gave birth to that child. And you would think they would know what their child looks like, you know, but they claimed that wasn't their child, and they refused to let their daughter testify. So even though everybody else, the people in school, the people on the basketball team, the people, you know, other family members said that was her, the mom and dad said, nope, that's not our daughter. Yeah, exactly. They was getting paid. And see, back then, I wasn't really involved in the story. You know, I would, you know, watch it every now and then, but I wasn't as deeply involved in the story back then. But now I really am coming to terms with why he really got off. I mean, all those people who said that was that little girl in 2008, and the only people who said it wasn't them, that child, was her mom and dad, who was on his payroll. Because the father was in his band. Okay? Anywho, Candace, you didn't watch the interview yet, but let me tell you something. The videos that has resurfaced, or has surfaced, I should say, are a couple of more videos of that same little girl. The same exact little girl. They got a couple more videos of that same exact little girl. But this time, the mom and dad will not be allowed to deny that that's their daughter. They will not be allowed to deny that that's their daughter. Girl, I was like blown away. I was wondering, like, okay, what's on this tape? What's on these new tapes? And part of me was thinking that it had to be the little girl, just because of the time frames. And they got other, you know, evidence too for the other victims. They got samples of his DNA. I mean, they got all kind of stuff. And it's like, he was on this interview, and I'm going to tell you one thing. Like I said on my live the other day, that little girl, Azriel, see, I couldn't have done the interview because Gayle, she has much couth. Gayle has much couth because that little Azriel, the way she was getting smart with her and the way she was snapping at her and raising her voice at her, like, okay, you upset, your boyfriend that you share with your sister wife is locked up and can't get out, but you up here being disrespectful to this super grown woman. Not that Gayle's like old and ancient, but she is her elder. You know, she's older than me. She's older than that girl, and she was up there being super rude to her when she was asking her questions. And then Kale's, oh my God, like, okay, remember in the documentary how they were saying he used to always go to McDonald's and have people hand out his phone number to different girls, and we be picking up younger girls and flirting with younger girls? Okay, remember that part, right? You remember that part? Okay, Gayle asked him, like, she said what I said on my live when he got out of jail. I said, out of all the places, remember, Candace, we had this conversation. I said, out of all the places that he had to choose from when he got out of jail after his friend of the family or homegirl or whoever this lady was that bonded him out, after he got out, he went straight to Mickey D's, like straight to Mickey D's. And Gayle was like, just how I thought. Out of all the places, you, as a big-time celebrity, and with all the fame you have, you go straight to McDonald's after you get out of jail. And what did I say? What? Who that? Aisha? Hey, Aisha, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the live, honey. We're just talking about the full R. Kelly interview that aired tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time with Miss Gayle King and R. Kelly and his sister wives. And we just discussing, you know, how we felt about the interview. But one thing that like we had discussed before, I said I think he went to McDonald's immediately after he got released from jail, when he got bonded out, because it was like a slap in our face. That's what I believe. Gayle, tell me she didn't feel the same way. For y'all who watched the interview, tell me she didn't feel the same way. She was asking him, like, out of all places that you could go when you get released from jail, and you wanted to go to McDonald's, where you can get a Big Mac, a Filet-O-Fish, quarter pounder French fry, icy cold French steak sundae, and apple pie. Out of all places. And we all already know that he frequented in Hyde Park. He frequented the schools there, the junior highs, the high schools, and the McDonald's, like on a regular daily basis. And he goes straight to McDonald's. Straight to McDonald's, right? You said that. You sure did. He purposely went there, and Gayle was looking at him all crazy, like, come on now, bruh. Come on now, bruh. She was like, you don't see how that just looks kind of like suspect? Like there was more into it than you're trying to believe. And what does fool say? Whoo-wee. Okay, how many of y'all went to McDonald's when y'all was little? When y'all was little cheering with y'all parents? Your mom, your dad, you know, grandma, uncle, aunt, whatever. He gonna tell her, well, you know what? I have a lot of memories, you know, at McDonald's when I was little. I have a lot of memories when me and my mom was, you know, poor and didn't have that much money. We would go there and we would, you know, go there to eat. And he said, the McDonald's, the M and the McDonald's to me stands for mom. Did y'all hear me? The M and the McDonald's for him represents M for mom. Can y'all believe that crap? I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Gayle was looking at him. I'm telling y'all, if Gayle was not as professional as she was and had as much couth as she did, see, it couldn't be me, because I'll be up there. I've been to use some curse words. He was cussing. Shoot, I want to use some curse words. He said the MF word, I don't know how many times. He said the F word, I don't know how many times. I mean, and then, oh my God. He said McDonald's, the M and McDonald's represent mom. And that's why I went there right after I got out of jail. I about to die. I was hollering, oh my God, me and my sis and everybody else who was watching it at my sister's house. Oh my God, we was up there cracking up like this fool. illiterate. I'm like, okay. First of all, he probably goes to McDonald's because he can't read the doggone menu, but he knows what's on the menu. You get a burger, you get Big Mac, a Filet-O-Fish, quarter pounder French fry. Do I got to go through it again? But that was so funny, and I was like, all the people who they spoke to, you know, on the interview, you know, from the back, from the dancers, to Sparkle, to, I mean, everybody is like, he is just a very, very manipulative person. I think R. Kelly is evil. I think he is really evil. He is really sick. He sees the pictures. He's like, he has to know that this is it. He has to know that this is it. And he's up there did okay, he was crying, right? Y'all, did y'all see some tears? But he was crying, right? Azriel was crying, right? But did y'all see some tears? But she was crying, right? And right after each of them did they fake little cry, why they just snap on Gayle like immediately afterwards? Like he just like boo hoo 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 hoo. I mean, I'm like, okay, you was just crying. Hold up. You know, let's take a few seconds in between each reaction here. I can't believe he up there. I don't think he should have done the interview. I don't know who his publicist is. I don't know who his peoples is. But somebody, they should have spent a little bit more time on him, practicing that interview, practicing how he was going to act. I mean, that man, when he stood up over Gayle, I'm telling you, she just sat there like, she didn't flinch. She didn't budge. I would have been like, if he get too close. But yeah, you said for sure he know that's why that fool was breaking. He was breaking, but like they said, he deserved an award, like for real. And the sister wives, Azriel, okay, now the other day, she has said that the reason why, Gayle had asked her about her, did she really go to R. Kelly because of her music career? And she was like, no, I never really wanted to go into music, and even though we saw all the videos, all the proof that she used to sing, she wanted to be a singer. Her family was like, this girl begged us and begged us and begged us and told us if we wouldn't let her go with R. Kelly so he could make her famous, she would just run away or she would threaten to kill herself. And even after she sat there on TV, on a live TV, well, not live, but on a national, she sat there and lied and said her parents pushed her to sing, and they're the reason why she tried to kill herself. Yeah, so did I. Oh my God, am I saying your name wrong? I do not want to say your name wrong. Is it Aisha or is it Aisha? I just want to make sure I don't say your name wrong. But I really like how it's spelled though. But you said now would be the perfect. Now would be perfect if he believed he could fly and go. You see the title? Did you see my thumbnail though? The thumbnail said, I believe we can lie. Because that's all they sat up there doing. That entire interview was sitting up there lying. Azriel sat there and said that her parents was the reason why she had tried to, kill herself or threatened to kill herself. And then, Gayle happened to have medical records, okay? This is Oprah's best friend. She's a good reporter. She gonna have receipts. The medical report said that she had admitted to the doctors that the reason why she tried to kill herself because she had got into it with her boyfriend. That's what she admitted to the doctors. And then she gonna sit there and tell Gayle that the reason why she had threatened to commit suicide was because her parents was trying to push her to sing. They is obviously telling all these lies and they contradicting themselves, and it seems like all they're trying to do is just back up and cover each other, and it's not truthful, and we can tell it's not truthful. You said that's Oprah's one. I didn't see that comment. Ooh, Candace, you wrong. Allegedly, Candace. Did you say that's Oprah's woman? Oh my God, allegedly. Where is Stedman, y'all? Where is Stedman? I want to know how he feel about all this. But I was like, okay, Then, let me tell y'all something else. For those who watched it, how do y'all feel about this comment that he made? He told Gayle, she said, why are you? Like, why is it that you, out of all people, why is it that you have the same allegations on you for over 20-something years, the same allegations, just from different people? So many people back in the day for that other trial believed and confirmed that that was a 14-year-old girl in there. And even though her mother and father sat there and said that wasn't their daughter, I wonder how long, if y'all can let me know, if y'all know how long her daughter stayed with R. Kelly's, her father stayed in R. Kelly's band. Like I said, I can't remember if he was a drummer or a guitarist. It was one of the two. But he was on his payroll and he played an instrument for R. Kelly with his band, you know. I wonder how long after that did he continue to work for R. Kelly. I wonder, was it worth it? That's what I want to know. I wonder, was it worth it? Was the pay worth it? Out of all the people that people claim R. Kelly, you know how some people say, even with like the Michael Jackson story, even though we're not, discussing that really tonight, unless we want to get into that, but I'm just, just using that as an example. How people say, oh, they sold their kids, oh, they gave their kids away, oh, they pushed their kids on these predators. As far as, I don't really think that's what happened with Aaliyah. I don't think that's really happened with many of the females that he allegedly abused. But as far as that one, Sparkle's niece, I really truly believe that she was a token. She was a gift. I really believe. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. And don't forget the phone lines is open. The phone number is 605-475-4075. Feel free to call in. The access code is up there. Matter of fact, let me type it in the chat. Let's see. Where is my chat? Okay, I'm gonna type it in the chat too. But the call-in number is 605-475-4075. Let me just type this in real quick. Access code 753-359. Okay. Bam. The call-in number is in the chat. I'll copy and repaste it every few minutes just to make sure you guys know the phone number. But he was like, when she said, why is it you out of all people? Because he was saying, this kind of thing, this can happen to anybody. Anybody. We can see one allegation, maybe. One allegation 15, 20, 25 years ago. We might be able to get over that. Oh, he probably didn't do it. Oh, they just lied. They just trying to get paid. But so many allegations, including from his ex, which I totally believe her as well, but I also believe she, along with a lot of those other people, is not giving the full truth. I totally believe that a lot of those women, including his ex, probably had something to do with recruitment. Or either they knew what was going on and just turned their eye. That's what I believe. That's just what I believe. Y'all can let me know if y'all feel differently. Y'all can call in. You said you believe it. Yeah, you can call in if you want to and let me know how you feel. But he gonna tell her this kind of stuff can happen to anybody. And he said, this is Earth, right? I was like, what? He said, this is Earth. We're on Earth, right? I'm like, okay, what? He said, because this is Earth, this can happen to anybody. I was like, boy, bye. I'm done. I done seen enough. He said, this is Earth. So anybody on Earth can be a victim of false allegations and 10 counts of aggravated sexual assault of underage. Anybody. That can happen to anybody. As long as you on Earth. Long as you on Earth. Not in space. Not on Mars. Not on Jupiter. Saturn. Pluto. The moon. Long as you on Earth, it can happen to you. I about died. I was like, see, this is from somebody who does not know how to read and write. So I guess I get it. I get it. He still don't know how to read and write. I get it. But you know what pisses me off the most? Well, I don't want to say pisses me off the most, because this isn't a personal situation where, you know, I'm immediately affected by it. But, how he has been basically taking care of young girls, allegedly, and women, security, managers, probably butlers, his musicians, his singers, his dancers, and all this. And he couldn't pay one dime towards child support in the last, how many years? Like last 10 years? 10 to 15 years, something like that. I can't remember exactly when him and Drea separated. But I know they were separated before they actually got divorced. So he hasn't paid a lot. He hasn't paid child support in a very, very, very long time. But he's been able to be a sugar daddy, or daddy, as they claim he makes them call him. He's been able to be daddy and take care of these women and young girls and a whole crew and entourage. But when it comes down to his child support, he couldn't pay no money on his child support. Then all of a sudden he goes to jail. He needs $100K to get out for these indictments. And okay, it took 3 days. It took a little longer than some of us might expect, because, you know, most of us didn't really think that he was as broke as he is. Most of us, I didn't heard it from a lot of people. Oh, he don't have a lot of money like he used to. You know, he's not out there making music like he used to. Yeah, he getting, you know, money. He gets some change from, you know, his old CDs and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Singing, writing, you know, his rights on his music and everything. But he's not rolling in the dough like he used to. We knew that. But we didn't know he was as broke as he is come to be that he is. But he was able to get his homegirl, his good Judy, to get him not out of prison, to get him out of jail for $100K. Somebody was able to get him $100,000 to get out of jail. But you couldn't even get $500, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, $100, nothing from your friends to help pay your child support. But let your butt get in jail. The money just miraculously appears. Miraculously appears. Like, hey, 6 Hours, how you doing? Have you been following this R. Kelly situation, or have you watched the interview tonight that he had with Gayle King? If so, let me know what you think about it. And also, the phone lines are open, so if anybody wants to call in, the phone number is listed, 605-475-4075. Access code 753359. I'm like, man, this is so crazy. You said you have real tea. What? What? Oh, yeah, I believe it. I believe he did it 6 times. I believe it. I sure do. Shoot. I believe it. There is no doubt in my mind that he did all those things. There's no doubt in my mind. And I feel like this. A lot of people still are saying, you know, why they wait so long? Why they wait so long? Why they wait long? I'm not going to victim shame. I'm not going to victim shame. That's not me. I'm not going to ask why these women waited so long. I'm not going to ask why anybody waits so long. Because, again, as I will continue to say, unless you are in the shoes of somebody who's been sexually assaulted, raped, or abused, I don't want to say what they should have done. Now, of course, you would want people to come out right away and say what has been done to them. But again, sometimes when it's somebody who's on a pedestal, somebody that people look to them like a god, I mean, it's really hard to make people believe that you was raped by that famous dude who could probably have any girl in the entire earth. Is that what he said earlier? Earth. Anybody on earth. I'm telling y'all, that was so funny when he said that. If y'all didn't watch the interview, hopefully y'all can watch it on demand. But when he said anybody on earth can be a victim of false allegations. But anyway, I'm like, oh wow. But yeah, so anyway, he's out. And then he gets thrown back in. I don't understand. Did I miss something? Like, how did he get out when they said what they were originally saying was he needed $100K for the indictments, and he needed his child support to be paid, which was approximately like $160,000. So I had just assumed, like I said before, that they paid the $100. And something must have went on the child support somewhere, somehow. Because I don't understand. Or was just like some mix-up in paperwork where they let him out? Because they knew he owed the child support. So why let this man get out and go eat at McDonald's and then throw him back into jail? Right. They knew he owed child support. And thank you. The lady who put that $100K up, I hope she got another $100K wherever she got that money from, because that was just a wasted money. That was just wasted. Because he's still sitting down there in jail. And then he tried to tell the judge, and his lawyer tried to tell the judge, oh, could we make payment? Oh, now you want to make payment arrangements. Now you want to try to make some payment arrangements? He was paying for all that booty. And he went broke. Taking care of all, trying to have a brothel. A brothel is pretty expensive to take care of. So I heard. Oh, yeah, because she has a daycare, right? She has a, something in her house. Don't she got like a home daycare? And people have been telling her, oh, she needs to shut down her yeah, fun with girls. You know what? Okay, like I had said earlier, I was at my sister's house earlier. She bought a new house, and I was going over there to see it because, she done finally got everything put together and everything. So I was over there watching the interview with her, and I was up there like, sus, what you think I should name this thumbnail? What do you think I should put on this thumbnail? And she was saying stuff like, What did she say? Y'all, this is so funny. My sis said, well, what about 12 play? And I was like, 12 play? Why would I name it 12 play? I said, especially when it was like 10 indictments, or, you know, I'm like, we trying to, you know, play around with words and stuff. She was like, well, what about 12 minus 10? I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I'll try to come up with something on my own. But anyway, I was like, how about I believe I can lie? And then I was like, hold up. It's 3 of them. They all lying. So I'm going to name it I Believe We Can Lie. She was like, name it 12 minus 10 play. Oh my God. But yeah, I did hear about her business as far as, you know, her daycare, because it's like weird. Like, you a daycare provider, someone who's supposed to teach and protect, and I mean, daycare providers and teachers, they're not parents, but like 8, 9, 10 hours of the day, they are raising our children. Oh, you can look at it however you want to. They are disciplining them, maybe not beating them, except for the bad ones. You know, disciplining them, like, you know, teaching them right from wrong, say please, thank you, you know, teaching them how to read right, teaching them how to use words in the right way, tie their shoes, you know. Some of them have to help teach, potty train our kids. They are actually help raising our kids, per se, while they're with them 8, 10 hours a day. So you got a daycare that you running, but you give $100,000 to get this man out who has been accused of abusing his power and his fame and sexually assaulting and abusing and, you know, underage girls for years. 4 years. And then I'm still tripping over the fact that he's still on TV talking about, I've never, Gayle, have slept or have sex with anybody under the age of 16. And I'm like, what about Aaliyah? Have you ran through so many girls over the last 25 years that you done forgot about Aaliyah? You forgot about that forged marriage certificate. You forgot about her family making that y'all get an annulment. You forgot all about that. You was in the headlines for a long time because you had married a 15-year-old girl. When is the lies going to end, y'all? When is the lies going to end? I don't know. He just on TV lying. I'm like, you might as well have just sat home and shut up, because the same stuff that you've been saying for the last 10, 15, 20-some years, you just making yourself look like a fool on national TV. First of all, he should have, I don't know how he could have played with that answer, but he shouldn't have answered that. Or where's his publicist? Like, you really sat there on TV on a national show and said you never slept with anybody under the age of 16. But y'all was married. And then allegedly she had an abortion, or she was pregnant and had an abortion, or she was pregnant and lost it. Allegedly. And they were having sex allegedly on the tour bus. And people saw. But you gonna sit on TV still and say you never had sex with underage girls. I mean, who is his publicist? Like, I don't know. He needs whoever represents Trump. That's what he needs, whoever represents Trump. You said heard he was getting the same publicist as Bill Cosby. Oh, and you see where that got Bill. We see where that got Bill. I don't know, y'all. I don't know who he needs for a publicist, but he don't need the one that Bill had, and he sure don't need the one that Jussie has. Did y'all see Jussie got 15? Did they say 15? Oh my God. Everybody's going to jail. Everybody's going to jail. Chelsea Smollett indicted on 16 counts of disorderly conduct for allegedly making false police reports. Did y'all see that? I know I'm off subject, but not really. They're both big stars. They both have done something that they shouldn't have, and they both been indicted within weeks of each other. I'm like, man, I didn't know which one I wanted to talk about the most tonight, Jussie or R. Kelly. And I definitely don't want to talk about Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson, he's dead and gone, and I done basically said what I had to say about that issue. They should have, I mean, regardless if he did it or not to those boys, I still feel like, okay, it's kind of different with R. Kelly and kind of different with Bill Cosby and with a lot of other people, because they're still alive and they're around to defend themselves. Regardless if they get indicted, go to prison, or get off, they still here to defend themselves. So as far as Michael Jackson, he ain't here to defend himself. Even if he did molest all them little boys over there in that jungle gym, you know, over there with whatever that monkey name was. What was that monkey name? Bobo? Boo Boo? I don't know. But anyway, he's dead. So, you know. But anyway, back to R. Kelly. I guess he's going to be in jail for a minute. I don't know what. I don't know. And you know one thing? If he has as many. There's a lot of people out here who still support him. Even my sis tonight was saying while we was watching him, she said, I don't care what happened, sis. I don't care what happened. I'm still going to play my R. Kelly music. I said, I'm not judging you. I said I would never judge no one for continually playing his music. That, you know, you do, that's your prerogative. You do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But he still has a lot of, what I'm getting at is he still has a lot of supporters. So, Bubbles, that's it. I'm sorry. I messed that whole name up, huh? What'd I say? Bobo, Boo Boo. Bubbles. That's what I meant. Bubbles. Even if he had all those kids over there playing around with Bubbles, you know, in the jungle gym and everything, you know, the giraffes and the zebras and the lions and tigers and bears, he's still dead. So, I don't know. But as far as R. Kelly, yeah, I think he's going to be in jail a long time. But for his supporters, as far as, can they raise GoFundMes if they like, no, you can't. You can't. If you have any kind of criminal record, right? But could he, like, put in somebody else's name? I'm just wondering, like, if he got so many supporters, all these people out here supporting him and believe that he didn't do it, don't you think it would be, like, easy for them to round up, start a fund, have some car washes, some fish fries, sell some chicken dinners, I don't know, some brownies, something, and GoFundMe, something to raise some money for him? All these people out here who still, like, okay, you know, I don't believe it. They shouldn't have waited. And if he did, it was a long time ago. They should just drop it and pray about it and leave it to Jesus and, you know, all that other stuff that a lot of people say victims should do. Just leave it alone. The past is the past. Move on. Forget about it. Drop it. You know. But as far as him still having all these fans and stuff, I would think they would get together and try to, like, get him out of jail. I don't know what y'all think about that. Yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. But I don't know. It'll be crazy. I know one thing. It'll be crazy if this lady comes up with $160,000. That same friend that bought him out before, if she comes up with $160,000 to get him out again, I'm going to start believing that there's some money hidden somewhere. I am going to start believing that there is some money hidden somewhere because I know daycare people make good money. I do. But I don't know too many daycare people who can come off $100K in a few days. Unless they might remortgage their house, sell their house. I mean, I don't know. Daycare, if they making that much with daycare nowadays, maybe I need to just quit quit my job. I need to give up being a personal cake decorator, and I need to start doing daycare. Because there is no way that I can just give up $100,000 to somebody who has been accused of so many of these just horrible, despicable crimes for so many years. 100,000. That's not 5,000. That's not 10. That's not 20,000. That's $100,000. $100,000. I don't know. But the interview, I have to say that I really, besides finding out that the tapes that they have, that somebody, I don't even know, like, who turned in these tapes, or who had these tapes all this time, or did they just find the tapes, or did they have them all along, and were they, like, waiting for the right moment to be, like, go to the jail, go to the courts, and whoever, authorities, and say, I got something that you might be interested in? Or I wonder if it was somebody trying to blackmail him, who probably had the tapes all along, and maybe because his money been running dry, his money been running low, so that could be a possibility that somebody was blackmailing him and had these tapes all along, and he probably was like, they ain't got no tapes on me, they ain't gonna, I ain't got nothing to worry about, and he probably called their bluff. And then he found out, they ain't bluffing. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. But yeah, anyway. I thought the interview was pretty interesting, where I learned about those other tapes that they didn't come in contact with have the same images from 2008 of that same 14-year-old girl. So I wonder what the parents going to say. And I wonder, like, the biggest question for me is, if these other tapes have this same child on there, the same 14 Sparkles niece, if this is the tape, when they're saying this the same girl on these tapes, just in different scenarios, I'm gonna just say scenarios, allegedly. I don't know if it's the urinating like the one before, when he was urinating on the little girl or whatever. So I'm gonna just say it probably was different scenarios on the different activities on the videotapes. But if it's the same girl, like the prosecutors are saying, they are 100% sure that it's the same girl on 2 of the tapes that they have. I think they have 3 tapes altogether, but on 2 of the tapes for sure, it's the same girl that he was indicted for in 2008, but got off because the parents said that wasn't their daughter. You think her parents will be prosecuted too? Because, first of all, to many more people out here, to the naysayers, the one who have been believing in him and having his back and all that kind of stuff, if he's prosecuted, if he goes to prison for these videos that prove it was really the girl back in '08. What do you think should happen to the parents? Like, really, what do you think should happen to the parents? Because that would basically be saying, okay, we had proof then that was your child. You denied it. You wouldn't let her testify. And then we have more tapes in different scenarios, doing maybe different activities. Because, allegedly he was involved in all kind of stuff. Threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes, orgies, men, women, just a lot of stuff was allegedly has been going on at the Kelly house. What you say, Mark? Oh, Lord, child. My favorite is Lord have mercy. And that's how I feel about this whole situation. But I really think that, like I said, out of anybody that people have accused of giving their children to him or selling their children to him, or, I don't know, she would be it for me. She would be it for me. I mean, it was, I believe that already about this particular girl, Sparkle's niece. And it was just plain. I mean, I don't know. My sons play sports all their lives, all year round. Track, football, baseball, wrestling. I mean, they play sports all year round. And I could pinpoint any kid that has been on their team any year, any season, because that's how much I'm involved, or what was, they older now. And my last one's about to graduate from high school. And track season is about to start. But, my point is, yeah, the men, yes, they claim he's bi. But, I can pinpoint any of them. Okay, where was I at today? Where was I at? Oh, I was at the bank. And I was depositing a check because, like I told y'all a few days ago, I had bought a new car and the gas cap needed a key. And the dealer who I got the car from, they never gave me a key to the gas tank. And when I realized I was almost on E and had to get gas, I couldn't open the gas tank. So I had to call one of those pop-a-lock places. It was late at night on the weekend. They charged me $100-something. So anyway, I had to go get my money back. The dealer reimbursed me. And so I was at the bank today, dropping off that check to my bank. And I saw a young boy in there working. And I was like, hey, how you doing? And he was like, hey, how you doing? And the bankers was like, oh, you know her? You know the cake lady? Because most people call me the cake lady because so many people have ordered cakes from me, including people at the bank. So he was like, yeah, I know the cake lady, and I go to school with her son, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I have not seen this boy in I don't know how long. But I can pinpoint kids. My point is, when those coaches and when those other parents and when those other teachers and those her best friends and the other family members and all that said in '08, that is her on that videotape. No, without a shadow of a doubt, that's her. And the only two people who said it wasn't was the mom and dad. The mom and dad was the only two people that said it was not their daughter. And keep in mind, the dad was still working for R. Kelly with his band as one of the musicians. So that's why I'm asking y'all, do y'all think something should happen to the parents if he goes down for them old charges? And see, that's why, and you know what? Before I found out today from the interview that's who was on two of the tapes that they got, that child from back then, on one of the sneak peek interviews, when R. Kelly said something about double jeopardy, I was like, he said he can't be charged on the double jeopardy. And I was like, what is they talking about? And I'm thinking, yeah, I guess you can't be charged on double jeopardy. I'm like, what is they talking about? I'm thinking there's different people. These are different people involved in these charges. Well, you know, a few of the women were, but one of them happened to be the same. I don't know. I can't piece that together in my head. Like, if he was not charged or didn't go to jail back then for that same child, how could he now, if they proved it's the same child? Is it because of the other tapes are different scenarios?
7, 5, 3, 3, 5.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, I can see if my wheels is spinning. I'm not no law major. I'm not no, you know, law enforcement major or anything like that. But my wheels are spinning. But y'all give me some feedback. But I'm thinking that if the last tape from back then was when he was urinating on the girl and having sex and all that, he probably can't be tried again for that certain situation. But if they have other tapes, like other separate tapes, where let's say he's with the girl in a pool or in a garage or in the back of a Cadillac, or, you know, and it's the same girl, but in a different scenario, different activities, he could be tried for that, even if it's the same girl. Am I like correct here? I believe so, because obviously he's been indicted for it. So that's where I'm going with this. So I don't know. Y'all let me know. Like I said, I took law classes in college, but that was years ago. And that was business law. That's business law. Like, if you stole something from your neighbor, or if you cut down your neighbor's tree, you know that intro to business law, those classes. But yeah, but this is wild. This is crazy. And then to find out that they got Jussie on 16 counts tonight, I feel so sorry for Jussie. What he did was wrong, but I feel so sorry for him because I don't think he'll survive in prison. I think R. Kelly has a better chance of surviving in prison because of the fact that he's not, like, strictly gay per se, but he is bi. So the guys in prison might be like, oh, hell yeah, it's on now. Shoot, we done found out Kale's like men too. But I don't feel sorry for Kels. Trying to find my cord so I can plug my laptop in. But I don't feel sorry for Kels, but for some reason I feel sorry for Jussie. I mean, what he did was totally wrong. I just know, God, Lord, please, I don't know how that quite goes, but I'm just saying. That's what I thought. All for Lily? All for LC? That's what I thought. Like I said, I'm not no expert with law or crimes or, but that's what I thought, that they were able to bring up new charges because it's the same girl, but in different tapes, having different encounters with him, different relations with him. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I figured. So we shall see. I mean, we'll see if he gets out. We'll see if he ends up having to sit down there, for the duration until he goes to, till the court sessions start. But man, one thing about it, I hope they do go live. I really hope they go live. I think we deserve to see it live. I really do. I think we deserve to see this mess live and in living color. Like, seriously. I'm like, hello. I really would love to see it live. I would be sitting here. I'll be all day. Watching. I'll be working from home, like, just TV on, just watching. Get his ass. Get him. He lied, Judge. He lied. But yeah, I'm like, and those girls, Azriel and Jack, I'm going to end off with them. Azriel and Joycelyn. I don't know what they might have lacked in their life, in their upbringing, to allow something like this. Like, okay, there's been a lot of allegations, a lot of different people, a lot of testimonies, a lot of stories for the last 20-some years. But these specific two women seem like they've had been there for a while, and they are sitting on this platform with Gayle. They done done other interviews. You know, they done spoke to people before saying he would never do anything to us. All those things are lies. I mean, we done heard about the black room where they allegedly did the most despicable things in the black room. I'm assuming that's the room where they also recorded a lot of their sessions with the men and women, underage girls. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like at a loss for words. I'm so at a loss for words. Like, these sister wives seem like they would probably defend them to the death. And then what would they do without him when he go to prison? Like, they would probably be so lost if he went to prison. I mean, if their daddy, as he makes them call, allegedly makes them call them daddy, if their daddy goes to jail, I mean, what would they do? Would they go back to the family that has been so insistent and persistent and begging them to come back home and telling them they're brainwashed and, you know, telling them that he's no good for them? Would they go back to their family? I mean, because all their family and friends is looking at them like, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. I mean, everybody's looking at them like that. Hey, how you doing, RSO1? Hey, Miss Corey. Hey, y'all. Y'all that came in at the end of the live, but feel free to start it over from the beginning, because we had some real good conversation tonight about the entire full R. Kelly interview with Gayle King that came on tonight. And we talked a little bit about Michael Jackson and a little bit about Jussie Smollett, who has received 16 indictments today, 16 counts today. So a lot of stuff's been going on. We didn't hit on a lot of different things tonight. But yeah, please feel free to watch the video from the beginning. Unless anybody wants to call in and give me their thoughts on R. Kelly. I don't care if it's R. Kelly. I don't care if it's Michael Jackson. I don't care if it's Jussie Smollett, since we talked about, you know, a little bit on them too. But if anybody wants to call in, otherwise I'm going to turn the phone lines off. But the call-in number is the call-in number is 605-475-4075, extension 753-359. So if anybody wants to call in, hit me up in the chat and tell me you're about to call in. Otherwise, I'm going to turn the phone lines off. I think we've been on live now for about... what time did we go live? Around 9? Yeah, we've been on live now for a little bit over an hour now. So, again, if anybody wants to call in, let me know now. Last call for alcohol. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. As I take me a little sip. But yeah, I really enjoyed going live with you guys tonight. Enjoyed the people in the chat. Your feedback on the situation here. So far, I mean, most people feel as, you know, as I feel, as far as, you know, R. Kelly being guilty. You know, that's a lot of people is on the same page even after this interview where he's so-called confessing that he's still innocent. So, We shall see. We gonna see how this all plays out, y'all. See if he gonna stay in jail. See if somebody else is gonna come up with $100,000 and bond him out. See if maybe his supporters raise some money, GoFundMe, catfish, chicken dinners, car wash. See if they somehow can come up with the money to get him out of jail to pay his child support. I'm sure his ex don't mind where the money come from or who raised the money or who paid it. I'm sure it would be well spent on her and I'm sure, So, anywho. But y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I don't have to work tomorrow. Thank God I'm off this weekend from the nursing home. I have one birthday party order tomorrow for it's for a guy who passed away a few months ago, but his birthday is being celebrated along with his sister's birthday. So she's still alive, but he passed, a few months ago. But somebody placed the order with me to basically for some desserts in celebration of the girl and her brother who passed away. So as I said before, some of you who have been following me for a long time, some of y'all who follow my cake decorating page on Facebook and on YouTube, y'all know how I feel when it comes to making custom design desserts and cakes and all that stuff for people who's passed on. Those are I kind of give a little extra love and attention to those orders, and try and usually go all out on them. I just out of respect, just out of respect. But anyway, y'all, for those who follow me on my Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice Facebook page and YouTube channel, I will, as usual, upload my desserts after I finish them tomorrow on my Facebook page. You can check them out there. And also, y'all, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Tanya's Primetime TV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And, of course, my Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice is on Facebook and YouTube. So, y'all follow me over there. Is that Mitchell? Oh, my God. Is that my son? My other son. You know how you have kids and then you have their best friends and they become your kids too. Yeah. Hey, what you doing in the chat? We talking about grown stuff. Oh yeah, you is grown now, huh? I forgot. But anyway, you said Martha Travel Tanya, can you text next? What did you say? Can you next year make a cake for my birthday? A plain design. I can make anything you want. Anything you want. I done made cakes shaped like trucks. I done made cakes shaped like jerseys. I done made boob cakes. I'm a personal custom cake designer. I gets down when it comes to desserts. So okay, y'all better check me out. But anywho, yeah, just let me know. We'll talk. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be doing Gina's cake. Gina from Queen Gina from Chicago, when she has her party this year for her birthday. So I'm gonna hook her up. We're gonna drive up there to the Shy and in celebration. So hopefully a lot of her subscribers will be able to come and celebrate her big birthday party and everything. But anywho, any of y'all who come, it will be my desserts that y'all will be eating on. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the live. Please, again, make sure you click the like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very kindly. And in the meantime and in between time, Prime Time Squad. Oh, you said you're 2 hours away from her? Oh, I'm way more than that. I'm about, actually, 8. Probably about 8 hours away, but it ain't nothing but a drive. We done drove to the Shy so many times over the years. It ain't nothing but a drive. Nothing but a drive and a couple of gas fill-ups. That's about it. But yep, in the meantime and in between time, Primetime Squad, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.